Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. The proposed budget for 2023 is now up for President Bongbong Marcos' signature. Camille Samonte with the report.
In keeping with Congress' target of passing the national budget before Christmas, both chambers have ratified the report of Bicameral Conference Committee on 5.268 trillion peso budget for next year. The reconciled version of the spending plan will be brought to Malacanang for the President's signature for it to officially become a law. Among the notable amendments in the reconciled version is the restoration of the 150 million peso confidential and intelligence funds or CIF of the Education Department.
That's a decision of the House, the leadership na ituloy, no? Kasi mahirap yung mga kabataan natin na re-recruit sa maling papuntang landas. So we want the DepEd to spearhead kasi ang ating mga kabataan, di ba, na pupunta rin sa maling landas.
The 10 billion peso budget for the National Task Force and Local Communist Armed Conflict or NTF-LCAC was also restored. This despite lawmakers' concerns over red tagging issues surrounding the task force as well as its low budget utilization rate.
We asked the agency to be more efficient and prudent kasi as of now, it's only 2% were utilized for year 2022. December na ho ngayon. So we urge and we utilize it. Sayang ng 98% kung sa tingin natin na nakakatulong yun ng maigi.
The Bicameral Conference Committee also removed the provision requiring agencies with confidential intelligence funds to submit quarterly accomplishment reports to Congress. The Senate Minority Bloc expressed disappointment in the removal of what was supposed to be a safeguard for CIF spending.
Parang pinilayan natin mismo yung ating sariling committee, maging ang jurisdiction niya, doon na lang po sa confidential funds.
Tila naging mapurol at pudpod ang proteksyong binigay sa pondo ng bayan by granting in full all the requests for confidential and intelligence funds under the Marcos Duterte administration.
Only Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel and Senator Risa Hontiveros voted against the ratification of the Bicam report on 2023 budget in the Senate. However, Senate Finance Committee Chairman Sonny Angara pointed out that the Oversight Committee can still require reports on agencies' CIF spending.
I don't think there's anything which prevents the Oversight Committee, Your Honor, from requiring the submission of reports with respect to both confidential and intelligence funds because there's no prohibition in any law and it's inherent in our oversight.
Senate President Mig Zubiri meanwhile said Congress will keep a close eye on the spending of confidential and intelligence funds.
We will look at how they will spend these funds. I assure our Minority Leader and Deputy Minority Leader, of which the Minority Leader is a part of, that we will scrutinize and make sure that the funds are well spent. And so that the next years, as our Minority Leader, Senator Pimentel had said, this year we watch, we wait, we get them accountable.
Aside from the confidential funds of DepEd and budget of NTF-LCAC, additional funds were also given to state colleges and universities, Department of Public Works and Highways, Department of Justice, Department of Interior and Local Government, and Judiciary. The Bicam also created a fund for the restoration of classrooms destroyed by recent typhoons and quick response fund of the government. For News 5, Camille Samonte, we are One News.
One political pundit believes that the pushback on the proposed Maharlika Wealth Fund is being fueled by trust issues against the Marcoses. Speaking to the Chiefs, academic and author Richard Haydarian cited the issues of ill-gotten wealth and unpaid taxes that are hounding the Marcoses. Haydarian said that the Marcos Jr. administration must first gain the public's trust before discussions on setting up a sovereign wealth fund can move forward. The bill seeking to create the Maharlika Investment Fund was filed by Marcos Jr.'s cousin, House Speaker Martin Romualdez.
For me sana, if this administration first dealt with the trust deficit issue, push for good governance reform, come up with a new government agency that deals with corruption, resolve some of the baggages that is attached to the ruling family, etc., then we can move forward.
And the The Luzon grid is once again under yellow alert. The National Grid Corporation has placed the Luzon grid under yellow alert status from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. today. The NGCP said 4 power plants went on forced outage, while 3 others are running on reduced capacity. A yellow alert means that the grid has thin reserves that are not enough to meet demand. We're gonna pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Department of Education is coordinating with school officials over an incident of beating that happened at the Colegio de San Agustin in Makati. DepEd spokesman Michael Poa said they are in touch with the school to find out more details about the incident. A viral video on social media showed 2 grade 9 students fighting within the school premises. One of the students allegedly pulled out brass knuckles, causing the victim injuries to the head.
DepEd only has reasonable supervision and regulation over private schools. But ganun pa man, of course, we got in touch with our regional director today and of course the superintendent to at least call the attention of the school on the matter and see kung anong nangyari.
In a statement, the Colegio de San Agustin said they are investigating the matter. The school is also confirming whether one of the students indeed used brass knuckles. They also want to find out if the incident is an act of racial violence since the victim is allegedly an Indian national.
May mga initial na po tayong finding. So sa kasalukuyan po ay nagkakaroon ng investigation and apparently hindi lang po dalawang estudyante ang involved, kundi marami pa po. I think more or less 10 estudyante ang involved.
In other news, the Quezon City local government has set up a zipper lane along Quezon Avenue to alleviate heavy traffic in the area. Gio Robles with the details.
Heavy traffic is an everyday sight in this portion of Quezon Avenue. Vehicles from the Commonwealth and Visayas avenues flock to this area to get to their respective destinations. This is why the Quezon City local government implemented a zipper lane. From 6 to 8 in the morning, vehicles going to Manila will be allowed to counterflow in the westbound lane, from the lung center of the Philippines going to EDSA until the U-turn slot at the Providence Hospital. Other adjustments have also been implemented in accordance to the dry run that was done last weekend.
Mula alas 6 ng umaga hanggang alas 7, ginamit siya ng westbound vehicles. Pagdating ng alas 7 hanggang alas 7:15, sinara natin ito siya for westbound vehicles at ginamit siya for eastbound vehicles.
Exits were also added to avoid congestion. 25 traffic enforcers from the local government have been deployed to man the zipper lane. This is to ease the heavy traffic experienced by motorists at the Elliptical Road and Quezon Avenue. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court is set to tackle today the petition questioning the legality of the no-contact apprehension policy or NCAP in certain areas in the metro. The High Court had previously ordered the temporary suspension of the NCAP in some cities. The QC, Manila, Muntinlupa, Parañaque, and Valenzuela City LGUs, as well as the Land Transportation Office, are the respondents. The implementation of the NCAP has drawn flack with drivers stating vague violations and excessive fines. For News 5, Gio Robles, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Inflation heated up further in November to 8%. That is the highest in 14 years. The latest print is faster than the 7.7% inflation logged in October. The Philippine Statistics Authority said that higher vegetable prices as a result of recent typhoons contributed to the inflation print in November. Former Batangas Vice Governor Ricky Recto has passed away at the age of 59. His brother, House Deputy Speaker Ralph Recto, confirmed the news. Police reported that the former vice governor was found dead in his residence in Pasig City. Comedian host Vong Navarro has been allowed to post bail after being charged with rape and acts of lasciviousness. The Taguig Regional Trial Court set Navarro's bail at 1 million pesos. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.